Okay, the big question at the moment is are the party passing the exam? The answer at the moment is yes, they are. 18 seats is what they're leading in. 9 seats is what the BJP is leading in. 3 is what the Congress is leading in. Clearly, it is advantage AAP, and it's a pretty big advantage as of now from what we can see. And it is coming from across Delhi. That's the important and significant part of what we are seeing. It's no longer coming only from one area. Arvind Kejriwal himself, I can tell you, is leading the Congress campaign in charge. Ajay Maken, on the other hand, is trailing. And that should tell you a story in itself. Harun Yusuf, Congress leader, big Congress leader of Delhi, won 4 elections in a row, is also trailing. Krishna Tirath, who changed sides of the BJP, a member of parliament, minister in the Congress government, switched sides, is trailing. Clearly now indications are coming that the world is changing. I think we're getting first signs of that. Jarnail Singh, remember, he's the person who threw a shoe once at Mr. P. Chidambaram. He is leading at the moment, is what we are being told. Jagdish Mukhi, who was bypassed by Kiran Bedi, is at the moment leading at the moment. So those are the images. But Mani, quick point on that. Harun Yusuf trailing, Ajay Maken trailing. This is bad news for the Congress. It seems the Congress vote is going at the moment towards the Aam Aadmi Party. Would you agree with that? That if I was a Congress voter, I said, this party is not winning, I'm shifting it to the Aam Aadmi Party.
I think it's clear that the Congress vote has substantially shifted to the AAP. But I'm not sure that it's merely because Harun Yusuf may be trailing.
Yes.
These are so early that, especially with regard to a constituency like the one that Harun Yusuf represents, I would say wait a while before we see what actually happens.
You know, yeah, but the fact is, and I think, Surjit, you've been making this point for a long time, that the Congress voter is the one who's shifting. That's why this election could be changing. Quick point on that.
And
is that what it is?
Congress voter is completely changing. All of them en masse are going to AAP. And as far as exit polls are concerned, these early trends suggest that BJP gets about 22 seats and AAP gets about 43 seats.
43 seats is what
according to this.
According to these trends. Chetan, is that a sense you get that even in a, people are looking for, those who don't want to vote for BJP have decided Aam Aadmi Party is where I don't want to divide my vote this time.
Yeah,
is that a sense you've been getting when you've spoken to people, even middle class, higher income, who don't want perhaps Narendra Modi?
I think there is that factor. Nobody should get too powerful. They have that factor. I think Arvind still enjoys a high credibility. I think there is very few politicians in India now who enjoy so much high credibility that almost whatever he says, people believe him.
It's interesting because, a lot of people would have called him a Bhagoda, just 9 months ago. What has happened from Bhagoda to
there have been
allegations? High credibility?
Even the 2 crore funding allegation, right? Nothing, everything washes off. Right now, he enjoys extraordinarily high credibility, and that's what he's traded for.
Is it credibility? Is it credibility of Arvind Kejriwal?
It's true that there's no one single factor.
Yes.
But I think we should also realize that Arvind Kejriwal's that he left government for 9 days, he has really made up for it by his constant apologies. People were rather, affected by this, and that no other political leader ever apologizes the way he apologized.
That's interesting. You're saying the apology can make a difference.
Yes,
hold on to that thought. Manisha, you've been saying that has made a difference. Arvind Kejriwal constantly apologizing. People are willing to give a second chance if you apologize.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a sense, when we saw the campaigns initially, it was advantage BJP. There was a sense with which, Arvind Kejriwal was thought of as a person who had not stuck on to power, especially in the middle class colonies.
Yes.
We can come back to those definitions, and those definitions exist in Delhi. But the point is that towards the end, we realize that the urban periphery holds on to Arvind Kejriwal and says, "Bechara isko samajh nahi aaya. He was a political novice. Ab maafi mangta hai. Let's give him a chance." And of course, give him credence to the fact that on the police and on the corruption front, he had been unflagging, and those 49 days were seen as a rule when the Aam Aadmi Party did not make any kind of trucks with the police or underhand deals.
Can I get a quick reaction from the Aam Aadmi Party, and then I'm going to give our viewers a sense of what is happening in terms of exact constituencies. Quick word from you, Rahul Mehra. It is turning out to be the day that you've been hoping for. It appears at the moment you can smile. You're leading in 23, the BJP in 10, the Congress in 3. So if these trends hold, you will get 40 plus, and the India Today Cicero poll is being proved bang on.
Rajdeep, first of all, I'm very happy to see the trends the way they are moving forward. This is going to be a victory of the people of Delhi. this also shows that if you have systems in place and if individuals are above the systems and if you're willing to challenge the always politics, the corrupt politics, and if you're seen to be people who are well-meaning, who are people who would take up the biggest and the Goliaths of the politics of India, then people are willing to back you. It's all about intentions, it's all about well-meaning actions. We have a complete blueprint in place. We are so excited to see the trends the way they are going, and we just need to wait for a few more hours to see as to how it all pans out.
Okay, we're going to wait for that. Yes, you want to make a quick point on results. Hold on, Rahul. Yes, quick point on the results.
Both Mr. Dheer, who was with the Aam Aadmi Party, their speaker, and Mr. Binni, who was an MLA of the Aam Aadmi Party and thereafter joined the BJP.
And was taking on Manish Sisodia.
Yes, both of them are trailing. So
and Krishna Tirath trailing. You see, I think the Indian voter, salam to the Indian voter. If these trends, if you defect just before an election,
opportunists are not given a chance.
Opportunists are not given a chance.
Guess who the CM candidate of BJP was?
So I would definitely see two headlines. One, the Congress completely in decline, a party that is literally vanished from Delhi. Harun Yusuf, Mahabal Mishra, Kiran Walia, Krishna Tirath, R.K. Chauhan. And I'm here counting Krishna Tirath as somebody who belongs to the Congress. All their stalwart leaders not to be seen in the Delhi Assembly any longer. And as far as the second point is concerned, those who defected from the AAP are being punished by the electorate. So
okay, there you have Kiran Bedi on her balcony. She's looking at those results very closely. Maybe this is not the kind of political debut that Kiran Bedi wanted. She's leading, remember, in Krishna Nagar. But remember, in an interview to Times of India, she had said that if she loses this election, she may even go to Harvard and spend some time there. What's becoming clear is that maybe at the moment, it's Arvind Kejriwal who appears to be in pole position to become the next Chief Minister of Delhi. That's what we are getting a sense of, because these trends now are coming from across Delhi. Let's listen into her.
Let's you win. Only 1% can win. Let's you win. I'm saying let's win.
किरण जी अगर हार होती तो जिम्मेदारी आप ही लेंगी।
मैं आज से नहीं कह रही हूँ। पुलिसिंग में भी अगर कोई चीज फेल हुई उसकी जिम्मेदारी हमेशा मैं लेंगी। लेकिन जीत जब होती है तब सामूहिक होती है और जब हार होती है नेतृत्व की।
Okay, so Kiran Bedi is saying if it's a victory, it's a collective victory. If it's a defeat, then she will take responsibility. Should Kiran Bedi be held responsible if the BJP loses this election? 10 for the BJP at the moment, 25 for the AAP, 3 for the Congress. It's becoming clearer that Arvind Kejriwal could be scripting a famous political comeback. Where did the BJP get its strategy wrong if these results hold? 38 out of the 70 leads that we are getting, it's clear that something is shifting in the politics of Delhi.